What's going on, my fellow automotive enthusiasts, street outlaw fans, my fans, and the automotive culture family in general is my target audience. And I'm going to run over one more time what I'm doing, what my intentions are, how this channel even became, and what my plans are going into 2019 for this channel. One thing I want to throw out there right now is I know that a lot of them are watching these videos and they apparently post stuff on their Facebook about it, about me, about what I'm saying wrong, that I'm lying and stuff like that. And I feel like I'm just beating a dead horse by having to repeat myself over and over and over and over and over again with the same stuff. One, I don't do Facebook. My name on Instagram is on the screen right now. If you want to PM me there, say something, that's where I'll be. But I haven't read it. I have just kind of pieced together what people have said in my comments, and apparently somebody has said that I have been lying about talking to them or them talking to me or whatnot. None of the true MSO family is contacting me and stuff like that, and I have said from the beginning that I would not out the guy or guys and even girl now about it, and I'm going to stick with that. And it has just amazed me that it even got this far, because that was never my intentions. When I started this channel, I was going to just do an automotive channel, maybe build a car, work on some of this stuff, and that was it. I have watched Street Outlaws since episode 1 in OKC, Midnight Riders, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, ever how long it's been, and I have followed the show ever since. Even before that, 1320 used to, be at all the cash days and the, all of the outlaw type street races, and it's always just, fascinated me and just been something I've been intrigued with. And when the show come out, I thought it was just really, really fake. And, I feel like, a lot of the stuff that wasn't racing on the show was fake then, but it was still something I could relate to. It was car-related stuff, It was a reality show, but everything was revolving around cars and racing and racers and things like that, and it was just something that I got into. And as I have said since day one, when you let go of the trans brake, there's nothing fake about that. The OKC guys take that list serious before the show, and when after the show is done gone, I feel like their roots will be that list, and street racing will never leave them. No matter where the show goes, they'll still be doing the same thing they're doing now long after the show is done. They've always said that, it was a year worth of list racing for, one night when Memphis cash days really happened in Texas. The top 5 would go, the bottom 5 would just have to get faster for the next year. And, the show has, made a lot of people famous, made a lot of people money, and put respect where respect is due. And there's so many cars and so many people who have built cars, raced cars, and has made their living and their life from what Street Outlaws has given us. A lot of the people who used to race, it was a lot more small tire type stuff than it was what the cars you see now. The cars you see now, there was a handful here and there, but there wasn't 20 from every corner of the country that was running, low 4 seconds on the street like there is now. And it's amazing what Street Outlaws has given us. And, you can give 10 different people the same show, the same money, and the same talent, and you're going to get 10 different shows. It all depends on, the background, the way people want to do it, and the producers. This is 100% my opinion, and like I've said before, if it's my opinion, I will say it. And I feel like OKC, they was #1 on Discovery Channel, #1 in the male demographic for a long time. And when NOLA come out, they thought that they would have the same thing, and it just didn't work out. And they didn't understand why. And like Chief said, it's because the OKC is real. They are real street racers, and they're not trying to do something that they don't know what they're doing. And with Memphis, you have JJ, and JJ is a character in himself. Love him or hate him, there's no really in between, but either way you have to respect the guy. No matter what I have ever said about JJ, Chief, any of them, don't get it twisted that I don't respect them. Respect what they do, but to be able to do what they do and get paid for it is a dream for probably anyone watching this video right now. I do feel like that JJ or any of them that has watched my videos has more than likely taken what I have said wrong, or fed off of what somebody else said, or by the time the info that somebody had told them had got to them, it was all twisted up anyway. So I want to set the record straight right here, right now. I'll start with JJ. I have nothing but respect for JJ when it comes to his street racing, his ability to keep the Memphis family one. There is a few people that are cast members that you see sometimes, and then sometimes you don't. Don Gingrich, Killer Cab. There's several people on there that you don't see all the time, but there's mainly 5 or 6 guys who, I do feel like that they are a family of street racers, or racers, no prep, whatever you want to call them. They are a tight family. I do feel like if somebody had a problem, that the other ones would run over there and help them fix it. Whatever the case might be, I do feel like that they are a family. And with family, any family in the United States, there is issues, there is problems, and I do promise that I have got information from Memphis Street Outlaws, people that are behind the scenes, or car owners, or drivers, and things like that, but also cars you see racing on Memphis Street Outlaws. Nobody should ever get it twisted that I don't respect JJ and what he's doing. My whole reasoning for ever even in bringing up Street Outlaws was because of respect and how much I love the show. And I started talking about Street Outlaws on here kinda the same reason that Chief and Sean created the Chief and Sean show. It was to tell you or talk about things that they didn't talk about or emphasize or show on the television show. If there was a car that bobbled, or blew the tires off, or was headed toward the center line, or you could tell something wasn't right during a race and they didn't talk about it on the show, that's kind of what I started talking about Street Outlaws for. And it evolved into me being in touch with people from all of the shows, and me having a lot of information that I don't know how to handle it, how to present it without just hurting someone, or something like that. So the best thing I can do is just not say very much of it at all, and just kind of go back to talking about the show, the cars, things that happened, and that sort of thing. And I believe that's what I want to do. I have said a lot of things that I wanted to do on this channel and haven't got around to them, like building the car, doing things like that. The dream of mine would be to build cars on this channel and be able to rely on that 100%. And that's just a dream. I might be there one day, I might not, I don't know, but I do know that I'm going to continue the journey that I'm on now and see where it leads. But I know that I've just kind of bounced around 10 different ways in this video, but the main reason of this video, number one, there was not a Street Outlaws Monday, so there wasn't much to talk about. 2, I keep seeing in my comment box where JJ said this, or JJ said that about me, and I'm not going to badmouth the guy. Everything I do on here is because I respect him, I respect the cars, I love the race. The cars and the race is my passion and my whole reason for doing this. And, I would love to be able to, let them tell their side. I've said that before. I would not monetize the video just to let them tell the side, or, whatever they wanted to do. I remember reading one time in the comments, somebody said that I was just trying to meet one of the, outlaws or something. And, if I want to do that, I'd just go to a No Prep Kings race. I mean, that's simple. All you got to do is go to, Memphis Dragway at JJ Shop. He's there, all the time. That's not my goal. I just want to have a platform for everyone to talk about the cars, the shows, the races, who they like, who they don't like, and things like that. That is my whole reason for this channel. I do feel like that people don't think that I'm credible because they don't see me race or, but my whole childhood I've spent doing that. I'm not saying that I can outdrive anybody. I'm not saying I'm the best driver. I'm not saying that, I could get in the car and do it, because I know I couldn't. But I do know what I'm talking about when it comes to watching a car, watching the chassis, watching the tire. Watching everything about the car. I do know what I'm talking about enough to make these videos, to have this channel going, rolling, and succeeding. I do know that much about what I'm talking about. But I do have some big news that I said I'd have it done in a couple of days, but Christmas and all that has put me a day or two behind. And I do have a live video that's going to happen in the next day or so. I know I said that last time, but just give me a minute. It is going to happen in the next day or so, and it does have a bombshell of information about me personally, my family, and the future of this channel. So stay tuned for that. If you see a live feed pop up, if you want to know what it is, click on it. If you don't get to, go back and watch it after it's over with. But I could sit and talk about this for an hour and keep talking. But there is passion behind what I'm doing here, why I'm in front of this camera, and that passion will never stop, no matter what anybody says, no matter what happens on any form of social media about me, whether I'm getting paid from YouTube or not. My passion will never stop. I will never stop making these videos, and I hope that people who are in them cars on the shows can understand that, can respect that, and do in some way, shape, or form believe that it does all derive straight from passion. But I just felt like I had to get that off my chest. I read on Dennis Bailey's Instagram the other day that any publicity is good publicity, and that's the truth. All the negative comments, I don't care. It's not going to slow me down. It's not going to stop me. It fuels me. It makes me want to do more. Thank y'all for watching. I really do appreciate it. At the end of 2018, this is probably the last video of 2018. I'm going to have a live feed before the end of the year. And thanks, guys. That's all I know to say. There is enough people who do want to see my videos that I'll never stop. All my giveaways are still going on. 50,000 subscribers, I'm giving away $500. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. And my P.O. Box, which is also on the screen, if you want to be entered in the $50 giveaway, send anything that you want to send to that, and it automatically enters you to win. Thanks for watching, guys. Godspeed, and I will see you in the next video.